Word up.
Hey, can I move this down a little?
You can do whatever you want.
Thank you. Hang on. What is up with your lens, sir?
She's been working hard.
Oh, my tea. My tea.
What's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. Happy halfway, well, almost halfway through the month of December. Our December the 15th live stream. Anyways, happy holidays, guys, wherever you may be and whatever it is you may celebrate. Happy holidays to you and yours. All right, let's jump on in. Darren W said, damn it, I didn't know about tonight.
Half the time we don't know about tonight.
Well, I mean, we've been trying to stick to a 1st and 15th live stream schedule.
Yes.
I think we've accomplished that maybe once, maybe twice at this point.
This is like the second or third time that
Right.
we've been able to accomplish this.
But we're here. Cheryl says, hi, Jen, Kyle. Merry Christmas to you and the kiddos.
Hey.
Today we go says, hey.
Hey, y'all.
Darren says, hey, y'all.
How's it going?
Katie says, hey there.
Hey.
And Sherry, Nevada Pup says, hey, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you.
Hey, Sherry.
A person on YouTube, good evening. Well, good evening to you. Let's see. Rhonda F says, hello.
Hey, Rhonda.
What's going on, Rhonda? I really enjoy watching you guys. I hope the washer is fixed. It was 7 degrees here in New Hampshire this morning. Hope you all have a great Christmas, including the fur babies. Thank you. You'll find out in the next video. Speaking of videos, but yeah, you too, Rhonda. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas and stay warm. That is a bit nippy. Wow.
That is cold.
It was 10 here the other morning when we woke up. That was the coldest thus far
that we've ever been in the bus.
Yeah. Coldest, honestly, I ever care to be in the bus, if we're being 100% honest. Old Danny McNally says, am I banned? No, you're here. So no, I don't guess so. If you can behave now, you got to behave now.
Use kind words.
Kind words. But yeah, guys, we've our videos, you probably can tell, our video schedule is a little off. We made that one video. I know, I'm just like, everything's a blur at this point. What's the one we made? The
story about us that took for way longer than I anticipated.
Oh my God.
Like, I had this idea, right? I'm like, okay, let's make this video because we get a lot of questions about our story and who we are and why we do what we do. And so I was like, let's make a video about it. And I didn't realize it would turn into like a 3.5 day project.
It was a job. And then that second one ended up taking almost a day. Excuse me. Almost 2 days. So, I mean, did you guys enjoy those types of videos? I know it's kind of different than what we normally do. We're trying new stuff, guys.
Yeah.
You know, we're always trying to do different things and take different approaches. We have what we call fishing videos, and that's kind of what those are, which is to kind of hopefully attract and bring in new viewers. And then I thought that one Jen did was amazing, though. It really told her story pretty well, and that was pretty in depth for our story.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so we're gonna just kind of catch you guys back up. I don't have a video coming out today. Tomorrow I'm gonna put a little video out tomorrow evening that I've been wanting to put out for a little while. It's going to be a tour video compilation, so almost an hour of some of our favorite tours we've done over the past few years, kind of combine them and just trying something a little different. And then Wednesday we will resume our regular Wednesday, Sunday vlogs. We will occasionally put in a different video because, I mean, the goal is we want to grow our following. We want to grow our viewership. You know, that's kind of the point to a certain extent. So we're just trying to make some different kind of content and see how it does.
Yeah.
So let's see what
trying something new.
Trying something different. How is everyone? I mean, we're doing okay. We've been haven't done a lot. We've kind of just been hanging out, you know?
Yeah, just, you know, we're just sitting. We're just sitting, waiting on the bus, and that's all we can do at this point.
Pretty much. Danny McNally says, how does your tractor do plowing? Pretty good. If it had a better, more seasoned snowplow operator in the seat, it probably would do a lot better. But it did pretty good in that snowstorm we had at 24 inches. I actually started with the bucket first and used that, and then the plow. I kind of don't really understand the point of the plow because it doesn't turn or anything. So you kind of have to push the snow and then kind of push it off the side. And then, I don't know. It was fine. It worked.
For your first time plowing, I think you did great.
Katie says, Jenny, ideas on what to bathe my dog with thyroid issues?
Well, The shampoo that I loved the most, that most dogs could handle just fine, was Fresh and Clean. It was their oatmeal and baking soda shampoo. That was my favorite. Although, I mean, my favorite may be different now since I'm much more non-toxic. Not that that was toxic, but it had scents and stuff in it.
I mean, it wasn't overly powerful smell.
No.
I mean, I still have that scent in my dreams. Like, I can never unsmell that.
I used to buy that a lot. But that, I mean, that's what we use if we go and bathe the dogs. That's what, I haven't seen or had many issues with thyroid dogs and shampoos.
I think the baking soda based ones are typically a pretty mild route, though.
Yeah.
And they do clean well, and they do. Leave a nice scent. And it seems to really last a while, too.
It does.
A person on YouTube says, I enjoy every video.
Aw, thank you.
That's a lot. Davina says, good evening, Kyle and Jen. Hugs to the two of you. Very special people. Two special people.
We love you.
Sherry says, I love the most recent videos getting into the depths of your heart. So, okay.
Those have been really fun. I mean, we've been able to like answer questions because, right, how much of our daily life sitting in our bus can we show you? And so if you have questions, like if there's something that you want us to go deeper on into our life, let us know. Because maybe we might throw in one of those videos once every week or so or something.
They're a lot of work. They are
They
very,
are.
very, very time consuming. The tour compilation really wasn't a ton of work because I basically had all the tours. I just kind of reorganized them and took out some of the clips, some of the fluff that didn't really need to be in there. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I don't know. It's one of those things maybe you can just throw on your TV and let play for an hour. And I don't know. I was just want to try something different. Today we go. I love the life story video. Totally cried.
Aw, yeah, that was an emotional one. You got much more vulnerable than I thought that you would.
About as vulnerable as I get.
Yeah, you did great.
Tammy threw up some hearts.
Yay.
We got Tony Lee. I really enjoyed those videos. Thank you.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I think it's cool to dive into who we used to be, you know. One of the tours actually in the compilation tomorrow is one of our tours. So it was cool to see the kids. They were on it and they answered questions, and yeah. I
included the most recent bus, like the way it was, the closest to what it is now. Huh?
You did all buses.
Yeah, I did all coach buses too. And if it goes well, I may do one with some like schoolies and different types of rigs. I don't know. It's kind of an idea I had. Christy Green says, I enjoy the video.
Yay.
Deborah, just saying hi. I've been sick all day and I've been having issues since Thursday. We'll catch up on the replay.
Oh, sorry, Deborah. We love you. I hope you feel better soon.
Anna says, I like the videos. I'm a new viewer. Oh, thank you.
Thanks for being here, Anna.
I appreciate that.
Christy.
Hi, guys. Hey, what's going on, Christy?
Hey, how are you?
We got Andy. Hello from North Carolina. First time tuning into a live.
Glad you're here, Andy.
Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet.
Anytime. Yeah, I that shampoo seemed to work great for all the dogs, even the dogs that have sensitive skin issues in the salon. They seem to tolerate it really, really well.
Carrie says, strange question, but do you rinse out that not on my watch detangler?
Hi Carrie, how's it going? No, we I just leave it in his hair. It's a leave-in, and then your head stays really curly for quite a few days.
I do like eventually rinse my hair because it is I don't know, you lay it in there thick.
You have a lot of mats. just throwing that out there. You got a lot of mats.
May have you get a hold of that tonight.
I know, but that brush that I got, that $20 brush at Walmart, the boys love it. Molly loves it. Like it really gets. Do you like that brush, Malls?
Yeah.
Yeah. It really gets through tangles, and Kyle, it takes much less time to do Kyle's hair.
Faux show. Hi, Jen and Kyle. Looks nice and cozy. What's she drinking?
Oh, I am drinking out of my What Would Dolly Do cup, and I have white chocolate raspberry tea in my cup.
Christmas in a cup. Angelique Diamond, I can't wait to see the new bus. We're there with you.
Same.
Katie says, hi from Wisconsin. What part of Wisconsin?
Kate. How are you?
Sheboygan.
You really did love Sheboygan. When we were in Sheboygan over the summer, we stopped for a night, and I will say that
was a good spot.
That was such a great spot. I loved it. But Kyle said Sheboygan like every chance that he could.
I just watched that movie the other night, so that it helps. It works.
Sheboygan.
Pat says, hi, Jen and Kyle. Love you guys.
Hey, Pat. We love you too.
One Strange Journey. How's the new bus coming? Any updates you can give? Honestly, we honestly don't know much more than I don't know. It's kind of, we're not really sure. Hopefully we'll be getting some updates this week and hopefully figuring out our life. We're 10 days away from Christmas. What does that make? A little over 2 weeks still into the year. I really want to be out of here by the end of the year. I don't think it's going to happen. But it's getting cold, and I mean, the weather has been held out and been pretty dang good. I mean, yeah. We had a couple days last week, like I said, it got down to 10 degrees, but for the most part, the days have been in the 50s. The evenings obviously get down in the 20s and the high teens a little bit. But I know that's only a matter of time that's going to change. And you can really tell when it gets down below 20, the bus has a hard time staying as warm and cozy. Well, let's see. I mean, we don't have a ton of options, honestly, to really do anything else with the dogs. We really, we've looked at maybe staying in like a long-term, like hotel, like suite, like the My Suites thing, or renting an Airbnb. It's one of those things. I don't know. We just don't really have a ton of options.
Well, and we don't have a date on when it's going to be finished. And so to go rent something like that could be a lot. Right. That could be a lot of time. And so we're just
making the best.
We're here.
Making the best of it as we can. It's definitely not ideal. I'd much rather be traveling in the desert or doing something.
Well, and we can't boondock because all the batteries, except for one, are with Daisy in the new bus. And so, like, we were like, oh, we could go down to Quartzsite with Blue Betty and maybe stay down there. But the issue is we have no battery power.
We'd have to literally run a generator
24/7.
Yeah, and that would be no fun for anybody.
Miserable.
I do too, Carrie.
Oh, rinsing out yeah, I mean, I can see where you would want to. I gob it in there because, oh my goodness, it is his knots are a lot to untangle.
Can be. Seeing the transformation of Kyle with a beard, without a beard, and Jen with her hair different styles is a hoot too.
Oh, I know. I was talking to a friend the other day, and I met her a few days before Kyle and I got married, because she was working at a hair school and I had went in to get my haircut, and my hair was like down to here and I wanted it all chopped off a few days before my wedding. That's just who I am. And so she was like, are you sure? Most brides want to keep your hair long. And I was like, no, chop it off. It's great. And I loved it. So long story short, I have always been whimsical and wild.
B. Hooper says hello. I guess that's hello.
That's a cute little hand.
Kate Hansen says, I'm Amy McDonald's cousin.
Oh, so cool.
Hello.
Please tell Amy I said hi.
Thanks for being here, Kate. Kim says, also watching from Wisconsin. Also, check out Devil's Lake if you ever get back.
I want to explore Wisconsin some more. I think in the summer it would be really beautiful to.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll get to go to the air show this year. That's definitely high on my list at Oshkosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of only just driven through it a couple times, But the northern part of the Midwest, we really haven't done a whole lot. Like Wisconsin, what's the one next to it? Minnesota. I've really done much of any of that.
That one next to it.
B. Hooper says, hi from Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. Stay warm up there.
I'm in Ellsworth, Wisconsin. Cheese curd capital of Wisconsin.
Oh, those cheese curds. There is no cheese curd like a Wisconsin cheese curd. And the only one that comes close when we're anywhere in the country is probably Culver's. Like, I would say Culver's.
She's probably just going to turn off her screen.
I know. But Culver's originated in Wisconsin.
I know. I'm aware.
Anywho, I'm just saying across the country, for lack of a better option, because you can't trust all cheese curds, right? So Wisconsin would be my first choice.
Cool.
Yeah.
B. Hooper, what part of Saskatchewan? Yeah, Darren's a fellow Saskatchewanite. I believe, is that what you call it? What would you call yourself, Darren? A Saskatchewanian? Saskatchewanite?
Saskatchewanian.
Yeah, which one of those?
Saskatchewanian.
Danny McNally says, I have a snow management company in Maine. My contracts are Lowe's and Kohl's, among a few others. We have a Cat 950 GC loaders and a few plow trucks. Yeah, I bet you guys stay busy up there. My goodness, I know there's a ton of snow up there. Been to Maine, not in the winter though.
My grandma is actually from Bangor.
Bangor?
Bangor.
Bangor?
Yeah, Bangor.
I love Maine though.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Beautiful
Maine,
state.
Maine is gorgeous.
I wish you could kind of I guess you kind of can bypass the whole East Coast madness, Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York, with Boston. I even had a little accent there, didn't I? And just kind of go, which I guess we could now, coming from the West, we could just go up around the top, go up through Canada into Maine. Because, I mean, Maine is a gem. I mean, I love Maine.
Well, here's my plan in my head, okay? My plan is that I would like to bucket list item to be in Salem, Massachusetts for Halloween. So, depending on when we get the bus and all the things, ideally, I would like to spend next fall in New England.
Yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. So, I mean, I would love to have the bus done. Well, obviously, tomorrow afternoon would be great. We're obviously going to stay in the West for the winter. I mean, at this point, why would we go anywhere else? Spring come around, I imagine we will pop back here and kind of, I don't know, probably spend at least some time here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of factors determining a lot of things right now. Jen's got some stuff coming up, and we don't honestly know where we're going to be for all that.
Yeah. I can tell you that I signed a book deal with a publishing company. So, yay!
Yeah. So, but I would I would love to go back to school at UP again and hang out with everybody, go see Dan, our buddy Dan, and maybe explore a little bit more of the Wisconsin. So if we could get I do want to go to Oshkosh. So my goal would be to leave here probably in early July, maybe late June, early July, make our way north, go up to Oshkosh, kind of hang out in that area a little bit. I'd like to have our passports and we could pop into Canada after we leave Michigan and go over. I don't know. But the plan is to kind of end up maybe in Maine toward the end of summer. Oh, I'd love to see some fall up in the Northeast with Vermont. Oh, God, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then go to Salem for Halloween, which have you seen videos on Salem on Halloween? It's insane.
I don't care. I do not care.
It's wild.
I care not.
And then ultimately end up in Florida for the winter. Molly's very excited about that.
Molly's very happy about that.
Carrie says, thank you for answering my question. I'm off to do some arts and crafts.
Have fun, Carrie.
Davina says, thank you, Jen, for the tip on the dog shampoo, as I use the same Aspire dog shampoo products on Nikki.
Awesome. Yes, I would buy that by the gallon. And my shampoo and supply bill was very expensive back then because that shampoo is costly.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's expensive. Ooh. Sherry says, have you looked into those foam insulation boards that can be put along the bottom of the bus? I saw people in North Carolina doing that. I understand it's really helps a lot with the freezing temps. Well, we had our skirting and it worked really, I mean, I thought pretty good, but the problem was getting access to the bays, and I had to, we had take the batteries out, and then we had some issues with the power, so I had to really get in there kind of quick and didn't do, kind of made it haphazard. Oh, and I worked on the diesel heater. But we really haven't had,
knock on wood,
any issues without the skirting on.
Yeah.
Now, if we end up having to stay here through January, we may have to look into doing that. I would probably do that route this time because I think it'd be much more I think it'd be much more you could work with a lot easier. You know? So fingers crossed that we don't have to do that, but
because we had originally thought of doing that. We originally thought of doing the foam board. And then we were like, well, we're not going to be here for that long. And so let's just, to get through this snowstorm, right? Because the crazy snowstorm was coming. Well, we just put that up. And so it's been fine with the heater and the bay and everything. It's been all right. Water's been okay.
Water has done great. Even on the night it got down to 10 degrees, it did not. We had water the whole time. So that was surprising. I didn't really I expected that to be an issue. Kim says, you are not wrong. Culver's
not so bad.
Sassy Southern girl. Hey, Jen and Kyle.
Hey.
There's Sassy Southern girl. Kyle, it would be Saskatchewanian. There we go. I like it.
Saskatchewanian.
Culver's is a good fast food joint. Like it,
they're pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, for a fast food burger, like they're not bad.
I would pick them over McDonald's any day.
For sure. Tom G, hello from Massachusetts. We love all your videos, especially the look back videos. Great stuff. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, why did we make that video?
Well, we made
I was trying to think why.
Because I had a crazy idea that I was like, it might be a great thing for us to make a video kind of telling our story, right? We had our one beginning long ago when we got on the road. And then now I felt like we needed something that was updated to where we are now.
There we have it. Danny McNally says, no way, banger cool. I am in Old Orchard Beach area.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to get back up there. It's so beautiful.
Banga.
So beautiful up there. Hello, missing you guys in sunny Florida. Hello from Central Florida.
Thank you, Patricia. I know it's been an adjustment not to be. This is the first year none of us have ever been out of Florida for Christmas. This is the first time we're in any of our lives we're celebrating Christmas outside of Florida.
Pinkie Pie. I've never had their fish sandwich. I've often thought about it. This is not somewhere we eat a lot because Jen doesn't really eat.
I could eat the fish sandwich though. I had some of your tuna fish today.
Well, it's battered. It's fried.
Oh
it's
yeah.
cod. I mean,
just kidding.
Yeah.
Never mind. My food life is boring.
My bucket list is to drive a bus, ride a helicopter, hot air balloon. I've done 2. Haven't done the helicopter. I definitely want to. Recommend all 2 of the 3 though, for sure.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jen, watching from Puerto Rico.
Thank you. I am so excited. It all happened really, really quickly. And so currently I have to get it. My editor sent me back the copy. And so I've got to go through it and expand on some things and, write some things and then get it sent to her and hopefully get it out ASAP.
Kristen says hello from Green Bay. Got a lot of Wisconsin.
Lots of Wisconsinites in there. Is it Wisconsinite? Maybe.
Wisconsinians? I don't know.
We would love to make it to Schoolie UP if we are semi-functioning by then. Schoolie UP is just the best. Y'all, if you have a tent, come to Schoolie UP. It is so much fun. It's a blast.
Yeah, Northern Michigan's a good place to be in the summer too. It's one of those few places in the country that doesn't get really hot. I mean, it gets warm, but not like most places. So definitely not a bad place to spend some time in the summer for sure. Freddie the Fly, Jen and Kyle, nice to catch a live. Greetings from sunny St. George, Utah. Oh boy, Molly would be jealous.
Molly would be so jealous right now.
She is dead set. She is going to live there.
Her life plan.
What?
Freddie is in St. George, Utah right now.
Does he like it?
I don't know. Freddie, do you like it? She wants to know.
Molly
Why do you want to live in St. George, Utah? Let us know.
Because it's super close to everything. And there's Swig there.
And there's Swig. Okay.
Freddie,
have you been to Swig, Freddie?
They probably don't know what Swig is. A lot of people.
They live there. And it's the greatest thing ever.
Not just them, boy.
They're not 11, so they probably don't even know what that is.
I'm almost 12.
Stacy Lowry says hello, Jen and Kyle. I'm late but made it.
Better late than never, Stacy.
If you do go to Sam, you're better off going a couple weeks before Halloween. Halloween is wicked crazy unless big crowds don't bother you.
I don't love big crowds, so I probably will go a couple weeks before.
I'm going to go during too.
I just love the idea of being there on Halloween and I can't wait.
I remember we watched Adam's video there a couple years ago, and it was mad.
It was packed.
I mean, I would go just to experience it.
Yes.
I don't know how much you would like that.
I don't know if I would like it very much, but YOLO, right? YOLO.
Lori says, I have problems cutting my Chihuahua's nails. Have you ever used those puppy hammocks for nail trimming? They sure look hilarious. What do you think of those?
I think the puppy hammocks can be very useful when you're doing it at home by yourself. Because Chico here does not like his nails done. And so usually, see, he's already pulling away. Usually Kyle or someone will hold him and then I will, I will clip them. And
little cheeky.
That's what they do so it's very important. We're having a dog grooming lesson here. When they do that, it's very important to safely keep holding on if you can, because the more that they make that sound or that action and you stop, they learned that, oh, I can just keep pulling and mom's not going to cut my nails anymore. So thank you, Chico, for the
Like,
demonstration.
I didn't sign up for this
He's
crap.
like, I did not.
So is it a hammock? Like it actually suspends the dog?
Yeah, they
That's
have
hilarious. I would
these
love to see
hammocks.
that.
It's almost, I feel like it's like a doggy purse, maybe.
That's
Maybe we're
amazing.
talking about the same one, but it has like the leg holes in it and all their and you can hold them up.
That's the
and-
best thing ever.
Yeah, so
I love that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, how are you, man?
we've been great.
Yeah, hanging in there, you know.
We've been actually doing really good. I feel like we
Considering, yeah.
yeah, like we've been getting out, going on walks. You know, we've been trying to stay busy. This is tough. You know, not as tough as being in Florida for me, but it's tough being this far out and isolated and not a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, we've had cow saga continues. We've been herding cows a little bit still. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. But
Gets us out of the bus, I
yeah,
guess.
it gives me something to do. Peaky Pie, I watched the video and you were kicking it, girl. I was proud of you putting up that skirting. I am single RV or know how hard when you are alone doing stuff.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, that was, oh my goodness. That was tough when you weren't here and having to deal with all that. And it gave me a much bigger appreciation for the things that you do around here.
Cool. Oh, come on. And the foam boards aren't like the black plastic where you're trying to drag and you can, yeah, I mean, putting them on wasn't that hard initially because we did it on a not so windy day. Yeah, if there's wind, you forget about it.
But that's the problem is the wind. And no matter how good you secure anything here, if it is not bolted down, it flies away.
Wind
Like
is nuts.
the wind is next level. Like the kids' swimming pool ended up in our neighbor's yard, among many other things. So
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know what we're gonna do. I guess we're just gonna hopefully this week we'll have a little better idea of what the next few weeks hold for us, and maybe we can, you know, if I have to skirt again, I'll probably go with the board. I have to go to Home Depot, somewhere, and grab a few sheets of it.
yeah.
If you guys pass to the northwest part of Wisconsin, you can park your bus in our empty lot of our property.
Oh,
Cool.
you're awesome, Davina. Yes, I would love to hit up some Wisconsin stuff this summer. We'll let you know.
Be helper, me too. The dog hammocks are one of the best images ever. I mean, imagine the content. That would just be the best content.
Yeah.
What did we got on something the other night watching? There was this guy. It was ASMR. This guy feeding his dog.
Oh yes.
Like this raw meat diet. So he would set out like this buffet of just various types of meat, and he had this adorable like pit bull. And the pit bull would sit there and wait, and then the guy would say, "Okay, go ahead," and the pit bull would just go to town on this food. And
he would time it.
It was the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, I don't know how we ended up down that YouTube rabbit hole.
YouTube knows its people. It knows its customers.
It really does. We love ASMR things at night, and I love like baking channels. I recently got onto this gingerbread house making person.
She's good.
These gingerbread houses are gingerbread like next level
Yeah, she's
mansions.
legit.
They're gorgeous. I've never
Yeah,
made them.
she's
That one.
ridiculously good. Really biz? Yeah, I'm going to try it. I make her laugh. My mouth watching the dog just hanging. I bet it is hilarious. Oh, hello from
Aw,
Brandon.
Merry Christmas, Laura.
Brandon, Florida, right? Maybe.
Yes,
Oh.
Laura, her black lab used to come in
Oh,
and
cool.
see me at the salon.
Peaky Pie, congrats, Jen, on the book deal. I need your blog, and you have a talent for writing.
Aw, thank you. I enjoy writing. It's one of those things where, you know, when you love something so much, you just get in the zone. That's how it is for me. So thank you.
I'm in Ohio, about an hour away from Cedar Point. Have you guys ever been?
We have driven by. We
Yeah.
have never been.
We were in Sandusky. We went to Put in Bay a couple years. Last year, a couple years ago. Was that
Last year.
Last
Last spring.
Yeah. Anyway,
Not this spring, but the last.
and we stayed outside of Sandusky, and it was like we got in this gnarly storm. I mean, it was
with the
so
tornado. Was that with the
nasty.
tornado?
Yes.
Eli, to this day, like when those sirens goes off, he is terrified. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Is there a print on this new book, or do they print as they sell?
So we're trying to get it out sooner rather than later. So they're rushing it out. And so it's going to be print on demand at first. And then once they can get all the things ordered, it'll go out to stores.
Tell Molly that's where David wants to live. What am I missing about St. George, Utah? Like, I've driven through there once. I guess I'm not trendy.
Molly said we're not trendy.
I mean, I had Swig in Dallas, and Swig, honey, it's soda with syrup, like
calls my name.
like syrup in it. It's fine. It's
cheap.
It's cheap. Yeah, whatever.
I love that for Molly.
Other person, Freddie the Fly says, love St. George and the Red Rocks in Zion. And yes, Molly, I have been to Swig.
Molly knows what's up, y'all.
I don't like the hiking aspect.
Yeah, she watches some there's a couple YouTubers there, and they live this very
Traditional life.
I wouldn't say
lavish
lavish life,
lifestyle.
and she eats that up.
I know I do.
Actually, you did a podcast recently with a lady from St. George.
I did. Jan Broberg. She is in St. George, and I recently did a podcast with her. Actually, Carrie is works for Jan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Lori, I did the hammock trail nimming with my dog, with my Nevada once. I didn't think she was ever going to forgive me for putting it her there.
Oh, I know. The best thing to do is go take them in to get their nails done. You can take them to PetSmart. You just have to have proof of their rabies vaccine. Hand them over and go walk outside.
That's money well spent.
Absolutely. Even to this day, I'll get the dogs a bath sometimes just to get their nails trimmed so I don't have to do it. Because it's just to do your own dog's nails. They don't love it. They really don't.
But I mean, ultimately, it's for their own good. I mean,
oh, yeah. Like if you get a person that's very calm and gentle, what I would recommend doing is going to the same person every single time. Like request the same person that gets along with your pup. So that way, they're comfortable when they go in. I would have dogs in the salon. I would call them my boyfriend. And one of them, his name was Maverick, and he was the cutest little schnauzer. And he would just run in and be so excited to see me.
I remember he would yap the entire freaking time.
I miss it. There are aspects that I do miss. I love dogs, and I really enjoyed all my clients a lot.
And me and Jen go to our thrift store in town.
Yes, absolutely, we can. I like this plan. This is a good. Wisconsin sounds great, y'all. We'll start a thread with addresses on the Bethoonies, and we'll just go one by one, door to door.
Laura said, laughed. Danny said, that dog Chico can bark. Yeah, he can.
Yes, he can.
He knows how to play the system too, man.
Oh, he does. And as soon as he gets a glimpse of getting to go outside, we say POTTY. And so he goes nuts. He starts barking and spinning, and then the other dogs go barking and spinning, and it's a whole thing.
It's especially if they go to campground with black people. It sounds like a freaking 3-ring circus in here.
It is.
Kathy says, hello, friends.
Hey.
When you first do the hammock, make sure to offer a positive reward. Make the hammock enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to get one of these just for the fun of it.
No, you are going to torture the dogs. Absolutely not.
Could you see Kevin in a freaking hammock?
He would get in it because he loves you, but I don't think that that's a good life choice. He's going to be so sad.
Molly and I have taken up grooming since you left. We use the hammock sometimes. We miss you.
I miss you guys. I know. I really loved my salon a lot. That was my pride and joy when I was there, for sure.
What?
I need a USB-C.
It's right there.
Here's a quarter.
Kyle.
You need a quarter?
They don't have payphones anymore.
Here's
they
a quarter.
don't have payphones
Call
anymore.
someone who cares. Sorry. I love that song. Get out of my cake. Yeah, when it's done.
It is done.
There's another one right
No,
there.
after dinner. Gee, see, he comes in here and disrupts the whole thing.
No, you can't have that whole thing, son.
I saw the whole thing.
No, you can have a little slice, a sliver.
This kid, this is Ben. He will eat. I'll feed him dinner. And within an hour, he's in the refrigerator looking for his next victim. He is that kid. I don't know what I'm.
How much did you eat when you were a kid?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about
Oh, right. Okay. So do as I say, not as I do.
Hi, Bethoons family from Montana. This cows for you.
Oh, these cows. The cows then got back into the property,
Mhm.
and then we closed off one section, right? So they can't come down to the house and poop down here anymore.
Right.
And then they went up the mountain and onto our neighbor's property. And then somehow a cow today got back down Turd Lane and into this area. And then his mom mooed for him for like 45 minutes.
And luckily, the owner came with hay, and they got him
Yeah.
back across the fence.
It's so cute.
Yeah, and I go up to the top of the hill, to the top there, and watch, and I see the cows. I was curious if they where they were. I didn't see them. They usually hang out in the pasture and eat.
Oh, jeez.
And I go up to the top of the hill. I was like, oh, there's cows. They're over my neighbor's property. And I see these two doe deer just like bouncing through like the prairie. And I look about 100 yards, 150 yards behind them, and there's this dog or an animal chasing them. At first, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was like a coyote, it was like a wolf. I had no idea. And I kind of soon realized it was probably a dog. And I just sat there and watched it because, I mean, you have such a view. You can see for a long way. And I was just watching these deer. They were just smoking this dog. Like, this dog couldn't catch them in 1,000 years. And all of a sudden, I see the dog turn off to the left and run towards me, and it's Kevin. So Kevin has spooked these deer and have been chasing them through the freaking pastures like a hunting dog. I don't know what I'm doing with that dog. Teach him how to herd cows, and he thinks he's a new dog.
Oh, man.
Sunny Moon, hello from Kentucky. Glad to catch a live.
Hey, we're glad you're here too.
Where we at? Sunshine on a rainy day. Hello, beautiful family. Sorry I'm late. Glad to see your beautiful faces.
Better late than never.
Iris says hello.
Hey, Iris.
Davina says, I went to a place today that's called Crystal Closet. That's all free clothes, and I seen some clothes that you would like and thought of you, Jen.
Kyle, put Wisconsin on the schedule. Wisconsin's
Wisconsin?
going on the schedule. Me and Davina, we got a date. We're hanging
We
out.
need to go back to Madison too and get some of that bread.
Oh, Stella's cheese bread.
Let's get bread.
Oh,
Jen, you got the gingerbread house. I want pizza. I want a Pizza Hut.
I know. I saw that on Bethoonies. That was so cute. I
Iris,
loved
Merry
it.
Christmas to your family.
Thank you, Iris. Merry Christmas to you.
Lori says, I saw a girl on YouTube do a replica of the Winchester house in gingerbread. The house was a wild story, and it's me. Yeah, some of those people are insanely talented.
I've got to search that. Like, I need to go down this rabbit hole of
Like
gingerbread house making.
the whole baking YouTube scene is great. Like, there's some very talented people out there.
Like, a lot of the shows we watch have no talking in them. Like, they're
I don't
just
know what to
sounds.
see said about that. Like, I watch a lot of Japanese content. I like traveled in Japan, and nobody really ever talks.
Yeah.
I like watching the food carts in Japan. Those are cool.
Yeah.
Where they'll set up the food cart on the street and do the whole thing. And I watched one guy. He travels. He does like a lot of different types of transportation. He'll do like a ferry. He does trains, planes. Solo travel. He does not talk. He does not show his face.
But he has captions at the bottom, and you
Right.
read the captions, and he writes in his personality, and so it's
Right.
really cute. He was on a $6,000 train.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bougie train though. Holy smokes, that was a nice train.
Are you trying to get down?
I like watching YouTube about dogs and check out a girl with the dogs. I absolutely love watching Rocky Kanaka sitting with dogs.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to turn those on. We love all those things.
It's funny. We literally watch very unrelated to anything we would ever do content. Like, it's like the most just, I don't even know. I mean, we do have a few travel vlogs and some friends we keep up with on YouTube, but for the most part, we watch a pretty unique playlist
We do.
of stuff.
A wide array.
Sunshine on a rainy day. Hello, everyone. And mods, wishing everyone a wonderful Christmas from hot Australia.
Hot Australia. One day we're gonna get down under.
One day.
You like what I did there?
I get it.
Cat
That's what we do.
H is like, that's what we do.
Happy Bethune family. Moonlight view.
Hey,
Hello from Kentucky.
Kentucky. We love us. in
A lot on the
Kentucky.
east today. Please take your dogs and cats to small private salons and not the large conglomerates.
You know, being someone who's worked in PetSmart, so I worked for PetSmart, and I worked all the way up from bather to academy instructor. So I taught people how to groom for them. And then I worked in private salons. And I personally, on the road, only take my dogs to PetSmart because of the safety aspects that PetSmart has. They have to maintain a checklist of certain breeds can't have kennel dryers on them. There's a lot of pet safety that is involved with grooming dogs. And when you're a groomer, you aren't required to have a license to groom a dog. And so what this means is people in private salons, typically they don't have a lot of formal training. It's kind of just backyard, kind of a lot of times teaching people how through the grapevine, kind of. So everybody do what you want to do. Me personally, I only bring the dogs on the road to PetSmart because that's who I trust.
Well, I think especially if you're local to an area, and obviously you're not nomad.
Yes.
Do your homework. That's the thing. Really do go in and say, ask to inspect the salon. Say, hey, can I come in and check out the salon? Go in the back room. If they're hesitant to that, you kind of got your answer right there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there are great private salons out there. You just got to just got to do your homework.
For sure. For us on the road and traveling so much because we don't have the inside scoop to places, PetSmart is just the easiest place.
I typically like to wash them myself if I can, like find a self-serve dog wash or something.
And I'll just groom them at home.
That sort of thing. Kyle, you look younger with your hair pulled back and your beard groomed. Jen, you always look fabulous.
Thank you.
Yeah, I need to get a little trim up here pretty soon.
Trim up.
I just haven't, I don't know, I've just been kind of closed up for so long. I haven't really thought about it.
We're here.
I was watching grooming videos and I legit watched a guy bite the neck of like a mama dog till he swore by it.
I mean, you can get the same effect if you just go like this to their neck.
I want to see somebody.
But I guess he really wanted to get in there. Kudos to him. I guess
it's good content.
Yeah.
Sunny Moon. I had 3 teenage sons. I know. Oh my God.
He's a bottomless pit. Like, we've resorted to buying banquet pot pies and tombstone pizzas because neither one contains any bioengineered food ingredients. And like, we can't keep him fed with anything. So he just eats a lot.
Ramona says, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is doing good.
Hey, Ramona.
We have a husband and wife who come to your home and do nail trims. They are both vet techs. And ultimately, Chris, the husband, was the one who was with me. I let Nevada go. We have a good special bond.
Aw, that's really awesome that they do come to you. That's cool. That's a fantastic service. For sure. And your dog is much more comfortable at your house than they are in a salon. That's scary.
Ramona says, I hope you remember me. I followed y'all since Gabby Petito's story.
I do. How are you doing?
Danny said, I also followed you guys.
Yeah. That was
our last time. It was a wild time. Even going through that video the other day, having to dig up a lot of that footage. It's a very weird feeling to watch yourself on camera, and especially watch yourself on camera from years back. Yeah. It's a very strange experience.
No, I mean, it was a wild experience, and I do write about it in my book. And so I write about certain parts because our main goal was always to be respectful to Gabby's family and never do anything that would cross a line to hurt them. So yeah, that was always our goal with it.
Sunny Moon says, Jen, I love your spirit and positivity.
Thank you. I like being positive.
She does.
I like to be positively positive.
Ramona, I wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. I will be recovering from spinal lumbar injection.
Oh my goodness. Well, rest. Take it easy. Just let your body heal and let that injection do what it needs to do.
Jen, in the backstory video, you were wearing what looked like a wrap around the bra top. Looks comfy. What is it?
What was I wearing?
I don't remember.
In the backstory video, what outfit was I wearing? Hang on.
Kathy says, oh my God, Chico wants snuggles. Chico
loves snuggles.
That's all that dog wants.
Always loves snuggles.
Michelle says, hey, everyone. Hey there, Michelle.
A wrap.
I was a manager at PetSmart and now own a small private salon. Oh, cool.
Yep. Same thing. It's tough because I worked in private salons in our area and I saw some really not great things and abuse with the animals, and
Conditions, it's not so hot.
conditions were not good, and it's tough because especially on the road, to find, I would love to find a private place, but to try and do the research and then get in, and it's just,
that's the thing, a good groomer is going to be booked up. So I mean, we're always, of course, for the moment, like, so it's just PetSmart is just worked the best for us. Typically it's just a bath anyway for the most part. So
yeah, when I look for a place, I'm just looking for safety. And so I'll usually groom the dogs myself. I've gotten less controlling over the years, I would say. Theodore's last haircut at PetSmart was not lovely, but I mean, he was clean, and that's what mattered.
Busy Bee said, I'm a backyard groomer and I don't know anything, ?
No, not at all. That's not what I was saying. I'm saying that there are backyard groomers, and those backyard groomers are really not good. There was a lot of them in our area, and they did not do a good service for the dogs at all. Not saying you're one in the least bit.
Hey y'all, just joining, got home from church. Love y'all. Hi, Greenie. Today we go. Can't wait to read your book.
Yay! I'm excited. It's pretty cool. I'm really excited for it to come out.
Hello, Bethoons. Joining late today. Hope you all are well. We're doing good.
We are
hanging in here. A little cold right now. I need to actually kick a little
the heater. Pull it out from the tree a little bit. These heaters, we got this one on the floor, and we have one in our room, and the one in our room is like,
it's nice.
Phenomenal.
I definitely don't like the fact that I'm just almost solely depending on electric heat. We do have the diesel heater if it comes to that. I mean, these two little heaters have kept the bus plenty warm. I mean, so far it's been fine. Like I said, just January, February, I don't know. Hopefully we don't have to find out.
Yeah.
Sunshine, here in Australia, I've seen the 3-part series of Gabby Petito's disappearance, and you guys were on that series.
Yeah, we did 60 minutes Australia, I think, or 48 hours. No, it was 60 minutes Australia. Y'all, let me tell you, we have done a lot of interviews all over the world, and Australia by far was our favorite to do. And they were just so sweet and wonderful and friendly. Like in the US, when you're doing interviews on the back end, they have you like waiting in a room, right? And so in the room, you are seeing everything kind of play out. You're just not on the screen yet. And they really rush you through, and it's like, let's go. And and then everyone we did for Australia, they're like, are you okay? I'm so sorry. This is taking too long. We just appreciate you so much. Like, just wonderful.
Hey, Jen and Kyle, Holly Hoods.
Hey, Holly. How's it going?
She's just clearing it up. Hey, Rickard, what's going on there? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Rickard.
Will you guys travel to the Northeast or just stay between Florida and New Mexico? I mean, I really hope we can get up in the Northeast again this, hopefully, like I said, next fall. Because, I mean, I love it up there. There's so much cool stuff. And I love big cities, too. I joke around. I mean, it is a pain in the ass. Pain in the butt to drive through all that. Yeah. But I do love big cities. I love the culture. I love all the sites and the museums and all that. So absolutely. I mean, I definitely want to get up there because I do really like that part of the world for sure. Carrie says, just say Chipotle in Santa Fe. Did you go? I think there's 2. Did you go? I think we've only been to the one in the crazy
next
intersection.
To the Crunch Labs.
Next to the Crunch Lab. That's the only one we've been to. But apparently there's another one a little ways down the way there. I'm not sure.
Molly would be very jealous. Carrie went to Chipotle tonight.
I may have missed it. Any update on the new bus? Well, we don't have much right now.
No.
We're still kind of waiting to see what else is going on with that ourselves.
Yeah.
Sunshine said it wasn't 60 minutes. This was 3 hours about Gabby. You had on a pink top on.
Oh, I don't know.
That was a blur, guys.
That was a blur.
Spanky Ham, hey Colin Jen, I hope you're doing well. Good evening there. We're doing all right.
Hey, we're doing good.
Okay. Do you miss Florida yet? Winter months. I'm over in Crystal River area. I love winters here, but hate summers.
Summers are awful.
Yeah, summers. dreadful. I mean, honestly, a little bit. I mean, it's cold here. It's windy. I miss playing pickleball.
Yeah.
And I love Crystal River, by the way. That was a great area. We stayed there our first winter. Me and you made a little trip over to
We
Crystal
did.
River and had a really good time. But
It was awesome.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely, Florida's a great place to be in the winter. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as climate, I mean, it's so crowded though. Like, there's just so many people. How are you two New Mexicans doing? We're hanging in there.
We
Ricardo.
are.
Yeah.
I think we're doing pretty good.
How's the sale with Bodie doing? Honestly, I haven't heard much. I mean, it's been for sale for a couple weeks now. I mean, they have a 90-day contract. I have a 90-day contract with them. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I went into it pretty open-minded and just, there's really no fees for me if it doesn't sell or if it does, either way.
Yeah.
So hopefully it sells. I mean, it definitely would honestly be a nice thing, nice Christmas gift if we could make that happen.
Yes.
That would be pretty cool.
Bodie's gotta go.
The Gabby Petito tragic sad story is also when I first started watching Your Wonderful Family and Adventures. Congratulations on your book deal, Jen. Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that was a crazy time.
Santa Fe has a lot of haunted places if you guys are into that.
Ooh.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool. I really haven't gotten to explore Santa Fe like I want to yet. We'll see. It's a really cool town though. Santa Fe is pretty cool. Oh, hi there, Sean.
Hey,
B.
Sean.
What's going on? I give Nikki baths instead of groomers. I use shampoo and conditioner on her. I also do her Taylor Swift song, Shake It Off. When she shakes it in tub, I just love to give her baths.
Oh, I bet she loves that. I mean, any dog's, going to be more comfortable at home
For sure.
than in a salon. So I love that you can do that for Nikki. Shake it off.
It's
Shake
funny.
it off.
It's too funny. Hey, Karen, how you doing?
Hey, Karen.
Danny says, question, do you find caffeine makes anxiety worse?
Absolutely. I would say past the normal limit, right? And so I found mushroom coffee. And so I drink mushroom coffee, which is more adaptogens in it and less caffeine. So that way I'm not taking on as much, but I still get that, warm beverage in the morning. That's my thing. I like the warm beverage in the morning.
Yeah, I do a latte every morning. I will say, like, my anxiety is really, really, really bad. I will lay off coffee a little bit. Whether it helps or not, I'm not really sure. I do love coffee. But I mean, it makes sense where it would make it more intense.
Well, I think like energy drinks, especially with people
gosh,
drinking
yeah.
all the energy drinks and all of that,
For
could
sure.
totally contribute to anxiety.
I like how in one of your videos you said, before we ever visited Idaho, we just thought of potatoes. Me too. But now we've experienced so much there. What were the highlights of Idaho for you guys? Whew, it's a beautiful state. Don't get me wrong. That's Coeur d'Alene area. That Lake Coeur d'Alene is absolutely beautiful country. I love Sandpoint up at the very top. Didn't spend a lot of time there, but we were building a van across the border and over in Washington, and I ended up making quite a few trips there. We love the Sawtooth. The Stanley, Idaho area was beautiful. I love that area. That river, the Salmon River, is gorgeous. It's a cool state. I think it's a very underrated state, and you love the moon.
I love Craters of the Moon. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I thought that was amazing. You get to go through lava tubes that erupted 2,000 years ago, and you get to climb down in the cave and
Yeah,
epic.
you enjoyed that one pretty
Epic.
good. No, Idaho, I think, is just one of those hidden gems. I mean, obviously, it's getting more and more discovered now. And then Boise, I think, is a pretty cool town.
I like
itself.
Boise.
There's a lot of stuff
That
to do
pizza
there.
place was fantastic.
Yeah, we really enjoyed Idaho. We really have. What do you guys think about the Suzanne Morphew case in Colorado? You heard about that one? I have not. I'm not too sure about that one, Ricard. I have to take my true crime in spurts. I do thoroughly enjoy it. I watched, was it yesterday or the day before? I watched the Menendez brother case, or the Menendez brother video on Netflix, and that I think I kind of tapped my limit with true crime for a while.
That one was, I was writing my
wild.
book as you were like reading, like it was going, and I was like
That's
focused.
wild. I mean, I love true crime, but for my mental health and sanity, I can only consume so much.
It is. I take on a lot of those feelings. What did we watch recently? Because I'll occasionally watch true crime if I'm in the mood. The Jean Benet
On
thing.
Netflix. I mean, it was
Yeah.
pretty well done.
Yeah.
That's just it's really I love the Zodiac King. Like I've watched so many documentaries and listened to so many books about that. It's just fascinating to me. I love the movie too, Zodiac, they did with Robert Downey Jr. and Jake Gyllenhaal. That was a really good one too. But again, I have to take it in spurts. Michelle Terrell says hello, Jenna.
Hey, Michelle.
Paralegal Liz, hi. You still have to come to my land here in Oodawaville, South Carolina.
Udaville. That's what I'm going with. Udaville. And yes, when we've got so many stops to hit. I think we could do a Bethoonies tour. I like the idea of that.
I can't have more than 2 cups of coffee.
Me too, Kat. Like after one, sometimes it's a double kind of day.
Yeah, you'll go hard sometimes.
I know. Sometimes I'll go hard and then I regret it a couple hours later because it's like, ugh, bad life choice.
As much as I love coffee, I do drink strong coffee. I usually am only good for 1 a day. I drink lattes typically, which is espresso.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do another one. Like if I'm traveling, it's nice, especially if I'm getting tired. I'll drop to do some more coffee. But I just hopped on and y'all were live. Yay. Hi, Bethoon fam and Bethoonies from snowy Alaska. We finally, through the rain and usual high temps.
Oh, wow. Yay, Noelle. That's awesome.
Dutch Girl says, hi, friends.
Hey.
Busy Bee says, I'm in Spokane. That whole area of Coeur d'Alene down to Boise. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
It really is. Spokane's, that's a I mean, that area, we were up in Cusick for a month, and that was a beautiful area, too. I mean, the Pacific, or that whole Northwest area is just gorgeous. I think the West, period, is just, I mean, it's the most beautiful part of the country, in my opinion, as a whole.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like Maine is a big outlier on the East Coast. Gorgeous state. New Hampshire, Vermont, I know are beautiful. But the West is just incredible.
Yeah.
Spanky Ham, if you guys get to Angel Fire, stop at the Vietnam Memorial there. It's quite something to see. There is true value there as well. Yeah, we did our first or second trip to Angel Fire. We went there. That was a very well done museum.
And free.
Yeah, very impressed by that one.
The story was beautiful, how the man started it in honor of his son, and just, it was beautiful. I have chills. It was so well done.
I thoroughly enjoyed that for sure. My current pups, Jenna May and Little Savannah, swim every day in the salt chlorinated pool. I rarely have to give them a bath. It's in the mid-50s here in the pool, also in the 50s, and they're still swimming. Oh my
gosh, that's too funny. Wheezy does the same thing. She loves the stinking acequia, and so she was ice skating yesterday because the acequia is frozen over. And so she's kind of sliding along and broke the ice, fell in, and then is covered in mud. But yeah. Wheezy loves her water too.
And she says, I'm not yelling, just passionate Italian.
I love it. And yeah, it is easier to read caps for sure.
I'd have tapped my true crime at the case.
Ooh. Yeah, true crime for me, we used to watch it a lot. I used to watch Bailey Syrian, and I loved watching her because it was like a light version, but then going through what all the footage and experiencing what that was like to be involved in a crime case. Right. We saw the other side of it. And now when I watch a true crime special, all I can think about are the people that are interviewing on it. And I'm like, oh, you poor things, what you have been through. And just, yeah. So
my favorite YouTube true crime guy is that chapter.
Oh, I love Mike.
Irish guy. He does a great job. I love it. I could sit there and watch it all day, and I would very much regret it the next day. But
yeah it does have an effect on our mental health. It really
it's captivating though. Yeah. I mean, it's very captivating for sure. Yes, I've become a Taylor Swift fan since my friend Brenda Chanel. Leo's been with the Chiefs.
Oh, Molly has her phone all day. She's had her phone checking the scores and the plays and who does what. And for Christmas, she asked for some NFL package on YouTube. So that way next season she can tune into her Chiefs wherever she is.
Holly Hibbs, are you planning on visiting Florida this winter? Not this winter. I don't think we're going to make it. We'd kicked around the idea of trying to fly back for a couple of weeks for the holidays, but just don't think it's in the cards this year with the bus
Yeah.
being up in the air and everything. So we're just kind of
All the things.
at a standstill at this point. I really don't know what's going on or what we're doing, honestly, much more than tomorrow. I mean, we're just trying to
Yeah.
hang in there and hunker down a little bit and use my Steve Wallace reference there.
Well, because this was not at all what we were planning. The bus was planned to be done by October, you know, and so this is way longer than what we had even thought would happen. So
You want to wrap her up?
we'll answer a couple more.
Couple more? All right.
Yeah. You got a couple more in ya.
I'm a true crime jumpy, says Kat.
Yeah, she is.
I love it. I do. I you know what gets me though is the people like detectives and homicide. I don't know how they live that life. I could not imagine, you know, especially in a big city like LA or Chicago or New York or something. I just cannot imagine having to live that life.
More power to them, like, because we need somebody to do it. But wow, that would be, talk about PTSD. That would be hard.
I mean, that's like Duty Ron and like those guys that
Yeah.
live that stuff. I mean, you know, you really have to have a passion for helping people because I mean, those guys. I mean, I know they make a living, you know, but there's more to it than that because that is some deep, just. Whoo, I could not imagine. Lori Clarkson said, "I still think Barry did it, but that's just my opinion." Suzanne Case.
Well, you'll have to read on that and let me know. I get things filtered through Kyle.
Yeah. Utahville.
Danny
says you guys should build a couple cabins or something to rent out on Airbnb when you're not there. We've considered it. Yeah, we're trying to figure out all that. I mean, trying to figure out what we want to do, or do we want to do anything? You know, I don't know. We're just gonna have to.
It's one of those things where, like, we want to be respectful of our town, you know, and if we are not here, we don't know how people are going to treat things, and we don't want them to be a bother. So I don't know. It's up in the air. It's a great idea. We were thinking about making Blue Betty a bus B&B, and that it may still happen. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. You good?
I'm good.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us today. So we'll have a video out tomorrow evening, and then back to regular vlogs on Wednesday and Sunday, starting Wednesday. And yeah, guys, stay warm out there, and Merry Christmas to you, because we won't have a live before Christmas. So until we'll see you guys on the 1st of January on a live.
We'll have a live on Christmas
we haven't
morning
discussed
for
that
breakfast.
yet. We haven't discussed that yet, but okay. All right, guys. See you guys. Talk to you.
Love you.
Bye, guys.
Mwah.